Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of A Lawyer Plays, the longest journey with me, Ryan, the gaming lawyer. Well. We are moving along. I'm becoming a lot quicker to hit those guides especially the spoiler-free guide. But for those who were with me in the last episode, you did witness me struggling as I seem to have exhausted all of my options except for an obscure puzzle, which may still end up being in trouble. It could be that once I've explored everything else, I still won't know what to do with that puzzle. But we did determine that in order to continue exploring the island to get through the jungle that looks confusing, I had to call Crow and send him to explore it. However, despite attempting to call Crow at other locations in the near vicinity, he would only respond to the whistle if I was on the screen that was near the jungle. So, that's what the spoiler-free guy told me, so that he could scout it out. So that's what we did last time, and we ended with me on this beach, and we're gonna go. There's only one other location on the map at this point. This is a volcano, so we're gonna check it out. I think this is the ruins, and is that other? So that would mean that whatever the other statue is over here somewhere. That's a little arch. Okay, we're going. It's pretty. Oh, it's a face. That's a face. Eyes, nose, mouth. Alright.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking.
There's
It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain.
Could be.
I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great. After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Don't you think? Okay. What can I look at here? Here's the big mouth. What about the eyes? It's always about the mouth, isn't it? Okay. Let's have a look. Don't crawl in the damn thing. Hey! April, what are you doing? April? What the hell is this? I wonder if this is the shouting thing from the other.
It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope?
Can I look at it?
I don't see anything interesting.
It's a telescope.
I don't see anything interesting.
So what am I looking inside this? Triangular keyhole. Okay, I think I have the key for that.
What a strange symbol.
It's a wheel.
What a strange symbol.
What else? Anything else? I've had puzzles before where I missed little details in the pixels. Alright, well let's get my, I do believe I have the key for that. I don't know what it's gonna do. I can only turn it one way. Alright.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Oh.
I don't see anything interesting.
Okay. I immediately forgot what the symbol was for the statue on the sea.
I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting.
The color is changing, though. There's the 5.
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
I don't think we know that location, do we?
It's a statue just below a really tall tree. I don't see anything interesting.
The 5 is a statue below a really tall tree.
Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror.
Okay, so this thing... I'm trying to think how I can describe it to remember it. It looks like it's like an antler helmet with a bowl to contain fruit. Whatever, I don't know. We'll call it antler helmet. Because that's not what it is at all. Antler helmet represents this location. Okay. Antler helmet. Remember that, guys. Antler helmet.
I don't see anything interesting.
So antler helmet is here.
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Okay, I'm gonna start writing this down because I have a feeling it's gonna be relevant later. You know what? Hold on a sec. I can get some proper paper. I'm sitting here. I've got a napkin. I'm ready to start taking all these notes on napkins. The sad thing is I'm at my desk, and there's tons of papers on here, but there's nothing I can actually scribble on. All right. Here for a moment. For a moment, while I procure some writing paper. Also, when I record these things, I get pretty locked in next to my microphone. Okay. So this was the arrow is where again?
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Ancient city. And Antler Man was this big mouth. Big mouth. That's where I am now. Alright, and there was one more.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
And the one that looks like a pineapple? Is the sea cliff. And there was one more that was a tree, apparently.
I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting.
Wasn't there one that was by a big tree?
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
By tall tree. Alright, I'm just doing this now. Because this is a game from the 90s. Okay? They're probably expecting you to do it. You'll probably get punished if you don't. Alright, so where would we like to speak? Where would we like to direct this? Now the 5... Huh. Let's keep it at the 5. Because that's the only one that we can't communicate. That's the only one we haven't found. Maybe we can... Maybe this is like a circuit board?
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Alright, we're keeping on the 5 for now. What is that? Okay, I still don't know what we're doing. Get the key out of there. See, is there anything else? There's nothing else for us to do here. What's that?
That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction.
I want to go.
That's a huge tree. There's a large object in the tree crown.
Can we get there? Is it on the map now? It is. That looks like a person with legs. Alright, I'm not going to screw with that right now.
Dried twigs and sticks.
No, they're people. I can tell they're people.
Dried twigs and sticks.
No, they're not.
Dried twigs and sticks.
Are you gonna try to use something as if I try to light that fire up there, they're gonna all come to life and do something terrible to me. Okay, this looks like a little path. But there's nothing to be done there. Into the jungle. Branch. Branch. Hey, you know what? What branches love the most are fake leaves. area? No? Okay, oh, maybe a crow? Can you give me the skinny? Wait, do I have crow with me? Oh, no. Crow, you need to tell me what
Guess
these
he's not
things...
around. I should try again later.
Tell me what these things are. Wind. Mind magic. Got my key. Alright, so now I have 3 different poles to play with symbols. And a mouth. It all ties together somehow. But if I start experimenting, I'm gonna have to go to 4 different locations spread throughout this island every time I want to try a combination to see if it does anything. And you know what I have to say to that? Spoiler-free guide. I got it open. Well, I had it at least minimized. I couldn't see it, but now it's happening. Now it's happening. I'm not even going to start that running around business. I don't have time for that nonsense. It's 2016, folks. It's 2016. I never played, like, I never finished Myst even in the 90s. And I had Riven, the sequel to Myst. Never finished either one of those games. You know why? Because it's not fun to spend a lot of time for me running all over a damn island, like all over vast distances. For like the puzzle pieces are all spread out over a large geographical area, and you got to run between each one every time just to be like, well, did this work? Maybe run to all 4 of them again and try something different. Have you visited the big tree where the stickmen are? Ha! I knew it. Look at the spoiler-free guide. Not find out how to do that first. I am there. First clue. This spoiler-free guide is pretty good. It's on GameFAQs is where I'm seeing it. And each line is like really spread out thin, so it just feeds you a little bit. It doesn't tell you exactly what to do, it just gives you hints. Which, in one case, I actually had to look at the spoiler guide. It flat out just said, put each one of these in this place and turn it this many times. Not underwater place. Okay, first clue. Your objective is to get your voice to come out of the giant volcano mouth to wake the giant. Okay. 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 You can only speak directly into the statue in the jungle. Well, that'd be nice to know. That would have been great to know. Okay, hold on. Is that going to yield?
Dried twigs and sticks.
Yeah.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature listening, while the top part depicts a similar creature calling out. The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature.
Here we go. Okay, so we want to talk to... Which one was it? I wrote down all the things. Big mouth. It's the antler helmet. Are you? Good old antler helmet. Why do I have a feeling antler helmet's going to be in one of those busted areas? I know they're going to throw that trick at me. You know what? I'm going to start turning the other one because I feel like I need to find antler helmet down here first. Arrow. It's a big rip here. I don't want it to say what that looks like. Antler helmet. Here it comes. Okay. So antler helmet is 2 past the 5. So that'd be there. Now, at least according to this, I am now listening to, and speaking to the mountain.
It's a creature with a big mouth.
Yeah.
It's a creature with large ears.
Was there a statue with large ears that we were supposed to find? I didn't notice any other large carved creations anywhere. Alright, time for the next hint. I know this is terrible. I hope you guys haven't lost all respect for me, but you know what? I like the story. To be honest, I like the stories in these games. I've never been big for the puzzles. I like seeing the stories unfold, though. So, my tolerance has gradually been... Ooh, crap. I hit a button and it went all the way to the end. The story is... I'm here for the story and the dialogue and the sights and the sounds. And I like when I discover little clues and figure stuff out and I feel clever. That's great. But I am navigating the guide right now, by the way. Okay. Okay. Can we speak directly to the statue of the jungle? You need to be able to rotate the statues and align them in the right way. Well, yeah, I got that. It's just that each one's got 8 different symbols on it. And one on each wheel, on a top wheel and a bottom wheel. And I don't... Rotate slowly because you can't rotate the rings the other direction. You have to go all the way around if you overshoot. Frustrating. Note that time skip can't be used either. What the hell is time skip? Is there a feature of this game I don't know about? To rotate the statues, you need the key. Go find that. I've got it. You can speak into the jungle tree, but your voice isn't going anywhere yet. Okay. Do I have to, oh, I don't know. Have the mouth look at the jungle tree? Didn't I already have the mouth looking at the jungle tree? That's number 5, right? Yeah. You just send your voice to another place. You can only do this if you understand what the symbols mean. There's somewhere on the island that explains what each symbol represents. Oh, you gotta be crapping me. Check out the volcano mouth. What? Was that an option? Okay, well, yeah, I know that. I just don't know how they're supposed to be lined up. I wrote it down. Now, you know the symbols, you can try sending your voice to the symbol for the location where you want your voice to go. In the jungle, you need to make sure the statue is receiving your voice and transmitting it somewhere. So wait, but the jungle... However, the statue you're sending a voice to needs to be configured to hear the voice. Order for the symbols on the turnable rings. Wait, the order of symbol is the same for all statues. Use this to figure out what should be in the gaps in the broken rings. If you are sending the voice correctly and it's being received, the camera angle will change. Remember, the statues are... Some of the statues are broken and can't speak or receive when they get a message to certain locations. Send your voice to the cliffs first and set the cliff statue up to receive it. Then send it somewhere else. Set the cliff statue, transmit it to the ruined statue, then set it on from there. I would never have figured this out. Send the ruined statue, transmit to... Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay. Send your voice to the cliffs first. I don't know why that would be a thing. Okay, so I need to send my voice to, we're just gonna do it. And I don't trust the, what is a cliff? Cliff is the one that looks like a pineapple. And I know I'm doing the listening one, but I'm preemptively expecting. Am I gonna have to record the... It's probably in one of these broken bits, huh? Where's the pineapples at? I bet it's one of these that's busted, huh? There's a pineapple. So wait, where?
It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a creature with large ears.
So this is the only one I can talk into. Does it need to be listening to anything? What was, well, the big mouth is 5, right? No, I'm at 5 right now. Which one's the big mouth? Big mouth is... Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, let's get back. Get back to the pineapple. We do want antler helm. Here on the bottom. Because if we talk and the statue answers or something. There we go. And we're doing it from here, we want to be able to hear it. So this is going to the cliffs, which will eventually go to the ruins and then to the mountain. And if anything happens in the mountain, we'll be listening to the mountain. Now, suddenly that's the mountain. Okay, we're going. Alright, suckers. I know you guys are just pretending.
Dried twigs and...
I'll deal with you later. I need to start a campfire up on the cliff. Alright, go through the arch. I bet whoever we talk to up on the mountain is going to be the giant, strong person that can help out our friend with the shell issue here. Alright. Yeah. If I had attempted to do this without a guide, I would have been playing for hours. Hours. And I can't guarantee I would have figured it out. It was one of those situations where if there were not easily accessible guides available, I would probably have given up on the game. Okay. So, we want to listen to number 5. We already are. We want to speak to the ancient city, which is the arrow. Oh no, did I get my key back out? I didn't take my damn son of a bitch. Alright, yep. Even with the guide, this is still... Run, April, run! You don't need to observe fantasy world stair safety because... Well, the game is not coded for you to be able to fall, so... Alright, go to the jungle. Run all the way across this long beach. Am I being extra grumpy today? I feel like I'm being particularly curmudgeonly. Alright, son of a bitch, here we go. Get out of here. Just forgot something, I'll be back. He's looking more and more like not just a stick. Go through the arch. I'm getting like anxious to solve the problem. I need to relax. I need to chill out. I guess I'm just worried, you guys, I'm gonna be boring you guys. Or I'll have to do a bunch of editing, which is kind of a pain in the ass. My software and my computer is not all that great for it.
Bottom part of the statue depicts a creature.
Yeah. It's just time consuming, that's all. Okay. Like those little high-speed montages I do, when I do too many of them or too much, if for some reason it makes my editing program crash. So I have to render them out separately and then put them back in again. And a lot of times they're still not fast enough, so I have to render them a separate time, like as a separate video, and then put it back in again. So that it doesn't overwhelm the overall timeline with, I don't know, too much processing information. But, yeah. So, those high-speed montages, I hope you guys enjoyed those when they happened. Maybe they'll still happen again, but those things are a pain in the butt. Okay. They're a lot of work, we'll just put it like that. Okay, so this needs to go to the arrow. There's the arrow. Okay, so number 5 is by the tall tree. Tall tree is talking here. we're listening with our big ears to the tall tree. The tall tree is going to be talking to the arrow, which is the ancient city. It's a good thing at least I wrote those things down. That's the one thing I did right. Now we're going to the ancient city. It's alright, Crab Man. Just dealing with some overly intricate puzzles at the moment. I'll get right to you. You're on my to-do list, buddy. Did I forget to... Oh, I think I grabbed the key this time. Please let me answer. Son of a bitch. I meant... I just was getting... I like my... Yeah, I know. Just getting some exercise. This crab is gonna be pissed. He's hurting this whole time. I always have to do an extra lap between things. It's a human thing. You would understand, Mr. Crab. Like run all over the island because I'm... Well, April is a 20-something, or maybe 19. I don't know what she is. She's young. But that's not me in real life. I'm old. I'm old and I forget things. I'm an old man. Okay. I'm not that old, but... old enough to be forgetful. So I got too much stuff in my head. I've accumulated too much stuff in my head over the years. Now stuff just falls out. It overflows a lot. So I forget things, like taking keys out of puzzles in video games. Okay. We were saying... Key. Here we are. Alright, so this needs to talk to the mountain, which is the big... Let's talk to the big mouth, which is the horn. Horny helmet. There's horny helmet. I'm still waiting for one of these things to be missing in one of the holes, so I'll have to go like and check, run back and write down the sequence of the symbols on these wheels. Hasn't happened yet, but I have a feeling it's going to. This is the last wheel to turn too. Okay, so this needs to listen to the cliff, which is the pineapple.
It's a creature with large ears.
Yeah. Pineapple. There's the pineapple.
It's a creature with a big
Hello.
mouth. It's a creature with large ears.
And these things are turning around. I just noticed for sure that they're like facing different directions. Okay. So now, I've almost forgot to do this. I need to go up to Big Mouth and have him listen to the ancient city, because it's the ancient city that's going to be shouting to him, not the tree people. I'll be the tree people. But my voice will be projected from the ruins. I don't know how people... Now, if any of you watching this are fans of this game, let's be honest. I want roll call. How many of you did any of you actually figure this puzzle out on your own? And if so, how long did it take you? Can you remember? Holy crap. No, did I leave the key? Did I leave the damn key? Son of a bitch. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I could just edit that out. We're at about 30 minutes here. We're gonna be hitting, yeah, we're at 29 minutes, 43, 44, 45 seconds. So we're gonna be, this is definitely gonna be 30 minutes. So what we're gonna do is, by the time next episode happens, I'm gonna check my pocket again, and that key's gonna be there. It'll turn out, it was just there. It was just there. But, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me once again in another episode of Loiter Plays The Longest Journey. Thank you for bearing with me. I am still having fun, but if I didn't have this spoiler-free guide, so at times I'm having fun, like kind of laughing at myself and laughing at I kind of perceive some of these puzzles to be a little bit ridiculous to solve. But I know this is nothing compared to certain puzzle games. This is probably easy, but like Myst in particular. Myst didn't even... This sort of makes a certain sense once it's explained to you. It's like, oh, like Myst, remember, just not... Even after I understood how it worked, I'm just like, I don't know how it worked. I just had to do trial and error and turn everything until something happened. Okay, well, we're going to call this an episode, so I'd like to thank everyone for joining me again. And until next time, I hope everybody's doing well, and take care. Bye-bye.